Hello everyone, my name is Akanksha Sharma and I'm working with RBS Intellect as Business Development Lead. Today we have Saksham Chawla with us in our podcast. I would like to introduce him, Saksham, please.
Hi guys, my name is Saksham Chawla and I'm currently in New Zealand, Auckland. I'm studying Bachelor's of Business, double majoring in Marketing and Information Systems from AUT, Auckland University of Technology. Yep.
Yeah. So Saksham, I would like to ask few questions from you. So
Yep.
my first question would be why New Zealand only? Why not any other country?
So, first of all, I choose New Zealand for because I find it New Zealand is more diversified, and I've searched New Zealand as well several times, and I found New Zealand has a lot of fun activities rather than the academic. If you go out for the academic purposes, and also New Zealand has a good market for my course as well. So that's the main reason I chose New Zealand as a country to study. Yeah.
So you told us that you are studying Bachelor of Business, right?
Yep.
So why this course only, not any other course related to your field?
Yep. So I did my first year of university from India as well, and I did the same course. So, and I have an interest in the field of marketing as well from the beginning. So I just want to continue that thing.
Oh, that's really nice.
So that's one of the major is marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next question is, how is your experience till now?
So far, my experience is the one word I can say is amazing. Because New Zealand gave me a lot of opportunities as well so far, and I used to be an introvert person, but now New Zealand has totally opened me, and I'm so basically when I joined my university as well, even my university gave me a lot of opportunities. Like I'm currently representing AUT as well as a student ambassador, and I've been leading a club as well as a vice president there, and I'm also representing AUT uh, as an employability ambassador as well. So I've involved. Basically, AUT gave me an opportunity to involve in those activities to make me more open and to make me more uh, extrovert person, and help me to connect with other fellow students as well. And after completion of my first year, I've been helping a lot of international students who were joining AET and were coming to New Zealand as well in many ways to find an accommodation and to settle in New Zealand and throughout their journey basically, and helping towards their enrollment process in the AUT as well. So we guys are doing the same job basically, like as an ambassador to help other international students who are coming from different countries and settle them in at AUT basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I talk about culture,
Yeah.
what is your experience in that matter?
So the culture, as I've said earlier as well, New Zealand is a diversified country, and you can find a lot of immigrants from different countries as well. So currently, I'm studying with um, a mixed kind of people. I can say that, like people from different countries. I have few friends from China, from India, Philippines, France, and Mexico as well.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a number of universities are there. So why you have only chosen this AUT?
So AUT is considered to be the I think the best university for the business course, and for the AUT, I think AUT don't focus on the academic things. Just it focuses on the other extracurricular activities as well, to help the student to succeed in other fields as well, not just to focus on the academic purposes. Because as an international student, it's just like you don't have to just study. It helps us to explore the country as well as explore the other activities which are there in the country. So I think AUT has a lot of variety of clubs, so which you can actually travel the country and explore the beautiful landscapes of New Zealand as well. So I think the university doesn't focus on one thing; it focuses on all other aspects as well. So basically, so that an international student who is works coming from a different country can, like, it helps a lot to that person to explore the country very well, I can say that.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what tips you would like to give to international students who are coming in the next upcoming intake?
So the first thing I'll suggest them to network as much as they can, because I'm not just saying that university like AUT give you that option, but I think most of the universities give you that option to network with other fellow students and other um, alumni students as well. So, and they offers like some career fairs and special visits to the other offices and companies as well. For example, my like I've been to a lot of offices for an office visit as well. So you go there and you network with other like people of the company and other like you know like different people from different posts of the company, so you can connect them on the LinkedIn platform as well. So that's how like university helps students to connect with other alumni students or other uh, people in the market as well. So the first thing is like networking, and the second thing is like if you arrive in the country, if you're finding any difficult for the accommodation, there are a lot of like things in the universities as well who help you finding an accommodation or finding your part-time jobs as well. So I think universities and colleges give a huge support to the students as an international students to settle in the country. And even if you have a good networking skills, you can easily find a good job as well in New Zealand. So the main purpose, like, and the main thing is like networking. I can say that as much as you do the networking, you'll find the good space in the market. I can say that.
Okay. So, Saksham, many students faces difficulty in finding accommodation. So, what would you like to give advice in that?
So the first thing, if you're coming with RBS Intellect, there were partners as well in New Zealand who help you finding the accommodation and a part-time jobs as well. So that's one point, like, and a benefit to the students who are coming with RBS Intellect, and we can help them. Like our base intellect can help them to find the accommodation as well, and also they can just go to some websites like Facebook Marketplace, and I think they can go to Trade Me as well to find a good accommodation as well. So the best thing is like for me, I can say that the Facebook Marketplace, that's the best option you can just find to get a good accommodation on a good price as well.
Okay. So, I'm very excited to know one thing from you. Like,
Yeah.
what motivated you to study in New Zealand? Like, why, when you decided to go there?
So what I did when I was pursuing my 12th standard in India, and I was like, I was curious about New Zealand, and I was like finding some options for the different countries. So I searched about New Zealand as well, and I found like a bit interesting, and I found like the New Zealand is so pretty as well, and New Zealand offers a variety of course, and it has a amazing universities as well. And also, as compared to other countries, New Zealand is quite budget friendly as well for the education purposes. And I've done a counseling with RBS Intellect, and the counselor helped me a lot to select the my dream country as well, I can say. And also, like, they offered me like a different variety of universities, and that's how I selected AUT as well.
Okay. So, I would like to know one more thing. There are many misconceptions about New Zealand. So, would you like to address some?
Some of the like the main misconception is like it's hard to find a part-time job, or it's hard to find a job, basically. That's the main misconception, I can say that. But I don't think it's a big deal. I think if you, the first thing I said is networking. If you do much networking, you can easily find a job in New Zealand. Even I helped like more than 15 international students here to find a part-time job as well. So I met those students in the on the orientation day as well, and and I saw the same thing as well, that they are quite doing networking. They were approaching me and they gave me their number and they sent me their CVs, so I helped them finding a part-time job. So I think you can find many Saksham in other colleges as well. If you do networking, you can easily find a job as well. So that's not a big thing, I can say that. And New Zealand is a good market for job opportunities as well and working here as well. Because the job culture, the working culture here is quite chill and uh, they don't give you much stress as well here.
So my next question is related to this only. So what is your job experience till now?
So far, my job experience is quite amazing. I'm currently working as in a manager position in an organization, and I got my promotion like after 6 months as well while working in an organization as a manager position. So my experience is totally amazing, and this country gave me like so much. Honestly, I can say that because depends upon like totally depends upon how much you do hard work. Basically, like it's up to you that how you want to succeed. And it's the same thing in India as well. I'm not saying it's different in New Zealand. It's the same thing in India as well. Like how much you do hard work, it totally depends upon that thing. Yeah.
So if I talk about future, what are your future plans after completing your bachelor?
So m- my future plans will be like I want to pursue a master's degree, and I want to find a good like job in the field of marketing as well. And I'm currently focusing on the Salesforce as well. That's the world's largest CRM, and I'm currently focusing on the administrative and developer part of Salesforce as well. Yeah.
So you are getting 20 hours per week, right?
Yeah.
How you are utilizing them?
So, how am I utilizing that? So, the 20 hours a week is for job base. So, I think if a student is working 20 hours a week, um, he or she can easily accommodate her expenses. Like, it's quite easy for a student to accommodate her expenses or his expenses if he or she is working 20 hours a week because the minimum wage is like $23.50, and if a student is working like anywhere, so he or she will be getting minimum $23.15. And I think if a student is working 20 hours, and that wage is like totally sufficient for a student to accommodate their expenses in New Zealand for a week.
And what challenges you are facing as an international student there?
The challenges, the main challenge is only family. Like you miss your home country and you miss your family as well. But the other challenges might be um, like in the starting, I faced the same problem like other students, like um, the job thing, the job search. But as I said earlier as well, like totally depends upon your hard work or your connections or how you network with other people. So my one tip from other students as well, like don't just apply online. If you see an opening online as well, just directly call the office or call the organization and directly ask them that if there's any opening. So what I saw in New Zealand, if you directly call them, they just ask you to that can you please come to the interview today, or they will just give you any date like can you come on this date. So if you apply online, they will just basically reject the application or either take a longer time to accept that invitation or accept that when you applied for it application. So my tip is to like just call them directly and ask them if there's any opening or if there's any like availability. So most probably they'll just call you on the same day or either the any different day, like any other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the 5 tips you would like to give to international students or upcoming, you think?
Yeah. So the first thing is like study hard, explore the country, network as much as you can, and try every single thing in the country because you are in a different country. Just adapt to their culture, try their food, try their meet their people, and as I said, like New Zealand is a diversified country, so you can meet people from different countries as well. So try to explore as much as you can, I can say.
Great, great. Any other tip you would like to give apart from these? Currently students are planning to come. So
Yeah,
what are those factors they would be coming there?
sectors, you mean?
Factors.
Factors.
Any factors. Why? Because currently students are confused between Canada, UK, or New Zealand.
Yeah.
So comparatively, yeah.
And I think like New Zealand is quite easygoing country. It's not like I think the education and the degree is quite valuable in New Zealand. So that's the one factor I can say. And even like in New Zealand, everything is quite easily available, especially if you're coming from India. I don't recommend any student to bring something from India as well, because in New Zealand, like everything is available, like every Indian stuff is available. So that's the main factor as well. You don't miss your home country in that way because you get like every stuff of your like Indian product here as well, and even a cheaper price as well. And there's not much difference as well. So students can easily buy the stuff here as well. They don't have to bring actually that stuff from India. And also like people here are so nice and so helpful. Like if you go and talk to anyone, like they just always like there to help you and always willing to help you as well. So it just totally depends upon how you like communicate with people, like daily.
Correct.
Yeah.
So according to your personal experience, do you
Yeah.
feel that agents are playing important role in students' life while doing the process?
100%. 100%. Honestly, yeah. They are playing a, I can say, a huge role in the like the whole process, because like I applied my like application through RBS Intellect, and they played a huge role in my application as well. And because the team is working so hard to get your things done, and also especially the visa thing, I don't want to take risk by applying the visa by myself. And because when you apply for a visa, there are a lot of things which like especially the New Zealand immigration wants you to submit, like your funds and your proof of like your marks and everything. Like, but RBS Intellect team wants like they make a list of everything, and they ask you to provide every single thing, and they make your application more stronger, that you don't even get chance to like maybe your application may be rejected. So that's the main point. Like agents play a huge role in the application process. So yeah,
And choosing the right agent also, correct?
choosing agent
Because
as well.
yeah, there are number of agents available in the market.
Yeah.
So if I talk about you specifically, how was your experience and when you started the process and when you got the visa?
So first of all, I contacted the RBS Intellect, and my process was like started when with the counseling, like which country I want to choose. So I went go with the New Zealand, and after that, they gave me some offer letters because I want to do like business course. So I told like I want to do the business courses. They offered me some offer letters from different colleges and universities. So according to my choice or according to my budget, I go with AUT, and they also referred me like AUT will be considered to be the good choice according to my course as well. So that's how. And after that, I got an admission in the university and applied for a visa with RBS Intellect. And especially the team was amazing in the visa process. Like the whole visa process was like it was so fluent because the team was regular in contact with me regarding every single document. That's the main thing I like the team of RBS Intellect.
Okay. And what was the total time from starting the process to end up with visa? Around how many months approximately?
So my application was launched like just after the COVID period. So my application took uh, a bit longer, but yeah,
Okay, understood.
but usually depends upon the immigration New Zealand how long it's gonna take. But the admission process it was quite like easygoing with the agent. Yeah.
Okay. So anyone who would like to apply in, let's suppose, Feb or July 25 intake, what advice you would like to give? Like start the process as soon as possible, collect the documents, anything you would like to give.
So I'll suggest him to start the process before 4 or 5 months, because
Hmm.
the process, it's quite complicated, especially with the immigration New Zealand, because they want everything. They want to see everything what you want to submit, especially the funds. And I think RBS Intellect going to guide you everything, like what documentation would you need. And I think the process, like everything, like you have to prepare for the IELTS or PT as well. So the process takes a bit longer. So I'll just suggest students to start their process 5 or 6 months earlier, to make it more easier for the agent as well.
Can you just brief us about the curriculum you are studying there and how they are different from the ones in India?
Yeah. So, especially the New Zealand curriculum, like their focuses on like more practically rather than India, because I studied, as I mentioned earlier as well, I studied 1 year of bachelor's from India as well, and I was like, we guys having like an examination and we guys are studying with the books, but here in New Zealand it's quite different. We guys like, the teacher is gonna provide you with the presentation, and through that presentation, the same presentation you're gonna study in the class as well on your laptop. So there will be, the first thing is that there are no books, and there will be no handmade like supplement. They're gonna give you all the paper supplements, but everything's gonna available on a software. We guys have a software, like that's the most common software in New Zealand, which is Canvas, and most universities use that software to provide like sources to students. And most of the teachers record their lectures and classes as well and upload on their software. So sometimes if the student miss the classes as well, so that they can easily see the recorded lecture as well, so that they don't miss any curriculum as well. And the second thing is like, we guys have an assessment and examinations as well. But in my business degree, we guys only have like 1 or 2 examinations in the whole degree, but we usually have regular assessments, like after every 2 or 3 weeks, depends upon the paper. And yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. So the next question is somewhere related to your job. What challenges you faced before applying your first job?
So the first challenge was rejection. Like, I got some rejection. Like, rejection is quite normal in New Zealand. If you apply for like 100 jobs, you get like 50 rejections or 60 rejections as well. That's even more than that. I can say that 70 or 80 rejections. But rejections was like the common thing, I can say that here in New Zealand. But I can say like, the for the students, like, don't demotivate yourself for just the rejection. Keep trying and keep applying for the jobs. And I think I'm 100% sure you guys will succeed as well. After, but the main thing is like, don't demotivate, because I got demotivated as well when I got first or 1 or 2 rejections. But I got like, when I applied after like 2 or 3 jobs more, I got selected as well. So
Okay.
I can say that rejection is like the common thing, but we don't have to demotivate it because of the rejection.
Correct. Because the biggest myth in students' mind as of now is if they go to New Zealand, they won't be getting any part-time or full-time jobs.
Yeah.
That to be told by other agents that if you are choosing New Zealand, you
Yeah.
will not get any jobs. So,
So I can take you two websites, Indeed and Seek.co.nz. Just go to the website and you can just search it from India as well. And you can see a lot of jobs, part-time jobs on these websites as well. So I don't know about other agents, but
correct.
RBS Intellect always promote New Zealand as well. So I don't know about other agents who are saying that there's no part-time job, but I'm
Yeah,
currently
yeah,
in New
they are
Zealand.
saying.
I can say that there are a lot of work available here, and you guys are always like, it's easy to find a part-time job as well. But it's that I say, like, I always say that, like, depends upon the hard work you do. Like, totally depends how much, like, you're doing hard work and how much you are doing networking. That's the only thing you can say.
Correct. Also, Saksham, as you are there in New Zealand, So, how it impacted you personally and professionally living there?
Um, so professionally, I can say that it built up my confidence. It helps me to connect with new people, and it helps me to grow faster as well. I can say that, and New Zealand helps you to like not just like basically I'm studying here, so it's not just help you academically. It also helps you to build up your career in other fields as well. Like New Zealand also supports even the international students in other fields like sports and recreation, and if they are interested in some instrumental, so most of the university they support students in these kind of things as well, so they are not just focusing academically. Even students can go to other fields as well here. Yeah.
Also, can you just share any personal cultural experiences you have?
Culture experiences, yeah. So as I told you, like I'm running a club as a vice president as well. So we guys collaborated with Auckland University of Technology, and we guys made the biggest event of the year, Diwali. And that even the main purpose of that even that the international student don't miss their home country and celebrate the festival here in New Zealand as well. Oh, yeah, I forgot to cover this point as well, that most of the university they celebrate Indian festivals as well,
Oh,
because yeah, and especially the AUT they celebrate Indian festival, and it was like so amazing. It was on a like a large basis as well, and almost like more than 1,500 students attended that event as well. So my club collaborated with Auckland University, AUT, and we guys made that event on a large basis, and it was like more than 1,500 students attended that event. And that event, it's not just for Indian students, it was open for every student, and every student enjoyed that event as well. And we guys do events on a regular basis like Garba, and some Hindu events like Ganesh Chaturthi, Mahashivratri, and Janmashtami as well. And on Janmashtami, like I started it from last year, that we guys are currently doing the games like Matki 4 and Puja in the end as well. So we guys were the first one who started it from last year, in the AUT University as well. No one was doing it before, so we guys were the first one who started it from last year. Like the students will be so amazed because like no one saw like puja and these
yeah.
things in
This
the,
is
especially in the
something
big
different.
university, especially in the top university of New Zealand. But
Correct.
we made it.
And now I believe they have also started the same.
Probably. Yeah, that's why like AUT saw that we guys are doing it, so they came to us and they asked us if you want to collaborate with us, and it was like more than $70,000 event.
Oh,
Just one event, Diwali event.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if I talk about some more job options, like what is the minimum salary rate after completing the graduation? I'm talking about the full time thing.
Full time.
Yeah.
So there's no minimum job like pay I can say, or
Okay.
wage I can say, but I think it was like totally depends upon course to course, like what course they are pursuing. Especially like for the medical field, there are a lot of opportunities, and there's a good pay as well, and it's a green list courses as well available for the healthcare in New Zealand, and there's a huge demand in the healthcare courses as well as the food technology courses as well in New Zealand. So it totally depends upon course to course, but I think people usually get like more than like $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Usually, I'm not sure, but yeah, it depends upon courses to courses.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
any plans you have right now, like after completing your graduations, to return back to India?
to India.
Yeah.
So especially
So,
like if you're spending a lot of money, and if you're pursuing a bachelor's degree, you get like a 3 years post study work visa as well. So I'll be pursuing my post study work visa. And one more thing, universities for especially a bachelor's degree, like they give an option like for me, like my bachelor's degree is almost over, I just have only one semester left. And for that semester, university gave you an option which is compulsory a part of your degree, that you have to do an internship with some company, with any company in New Zealand. And that internship is quite like compulsory as a part of your degree. And I think that is like the main thing of your degree, because if you do an internship with the company and they like your work as well, so they probably take you like for after your degree as well. So I think university give you a lot of options as well for your career, especially after your graduation, by giving you an opportunity of compulsory internship for your course as well, especially in the end semester. Yeah.
And my next question would be any advice or uh, any tips you want to give to the students' parents for those students who are coming for bachelor's program, because I believe a 19 or 20-year kid is coming for bachelor's programs, their parents are really worried like
Even I
what.
was 19 as well when I come to New Zealand,
Yeah.
into New Zealand, and yeah,
Your
but
parents are too worried.
yeah. So I think that's quite normal for the parents, that they quite worry because they're like their son or daughter are going to any other country.
Who
But
is just a teenager.
yeah, just the age of 19, and that's a big thing for basically in India as well.
Yeah.
And I can say that like New Zealand is a safe country, and New Zealand don't have much crimes as well. Like the crimes
Mhm.
rate are very low here in New Zealand, so they don't have to worry. And even the universities and colleges are quite secure, and they have their own securities as well. And New Zealand have like 24-hour security and helpline. They are quite numbers as well, so they can just, if they face any problem when come to New Zealand as well, they can just directly call it, and everything will be available in just like in some time. Like it's not like New Zealand is don't have like much crime rates as well, so it's a low crime rate country, you can say.
Right.
So the first thing is like parents don't have to worry, and second thing, if they are worrying about the food, they don't have to worry about that thing because everything is available. And especially the Indian food, it's quite cheaper here, and like the
What about
grocery,
the vegetarian options?
vegetarian options, like, so I'll prefer, if a students love like the first thing they should learn while in India is cooking, because like if you buy groceries like Indian grocery, that would be more cheaper option. But if you buy like regularly buy from outside, like the cooked food, that's gonna be more like expensive. So basically, if you cook the food at your home, that's more kind of like cheaper rather than buying the cooked food like every day from outside. So I'll just suggest him to learn some cooking. And, yeah.
So my last question is any travel finally any travel tips you would like to give to the students, because they end up with like carrying all the useless stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um, carry like for the Indian stuff, as I said earlier as well, that everything's gonna be available. But you can bring like depends upon where you're staying, like because some of the students say that the backpackers as well. So I just advise them to bring some like ready to eat items, uh, which can stay up to like I think 4 or 5 days. And don't bring the fruits or any kind of like seeds or things which are restricted in New Zealand, because New Zealand are like quite strict about that thing, like seeds or like honey. I think honey as well, or they can basically go to the website, Immigration New Zealand website, and read the whole list. So I just advise every student to make sure to read that list before coming to the New Zealand, because uh, if you're still carrying the restricted items with you, they're gonna charge you a good amount as well on the airport.
Okay.
And because New Zealand is always like always care about the biosecurity, so you guys have to be make sure, because by getting these things, and lentils or these kind of things are available at cheaper price in New Zealand, so you don't have to carry that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about RBS Intellect? Why anyone should choose us?
So from my opinion, I'm 100% confident with RBS Intellect, as through my process, like through my application journey, I can say that every student should go with them. And the main thing was like, the team is like available like every time, and they are with in contact with you like for the small things as well, like to provide every single documentation. And they have like their office in New Zealand as well in India. So if you have any kind of like problem, we guys in New Zealand as well as in India. So that's the main thing. Like, that's build up the confidence as well, that their actual office is in New Zealand as well, where you are arriving as well. So that's the main thing as well. And my process was like 100% like amazing, I can say that. It was quite smoother as compared to the other agents.
Great,
And
great
even
to
the
know.
good thing was like RBS Intellect didn't charge me for the offer letters as well, because
Yeah,
other agents in the market, they usually charge you like 7,000, 10,000 rupees for
correct.
for the offer letter. And I think RBS Intellect don't charge you a single penny for offer letter. So
Yeah,
that's the best thing I can say for RBS Intellect. If you want to say
correct.
something, yeah, you can go for that.
Because the whole application process is free of cost. We do
Yeah,
not charge anything from the
yeah,
student.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just the
So,
visa.
yeah, yeah, that to be visa fee, right?
Yeah, that to be paid for immigration visa.
Correct.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Saksham. It was great talking to you, and I hope every questions we have covered and the doubts which are in students' mind,
you know,
it's all clear. Thank you so much, Saksham, for connecting with us. If you want to connect to us, please email us on hello@rbsintellect.com. Thank you.
thank you.